If you want to know how to use PS3 and Xbox 360 controllers for your emulators to play your games on Windows, I'll recommend watching Caffeine Pills video on how to do that. He uses Motion Joy software. This is going to be an updated version of an older video I made last year. It's an older, crappier video, I might add, I made last year because I was using a digital camera to be able to record it. I'll put the link to it so you can comment, laugh, and basically say how shitty it was. Before we start, you will need software to open up WinZip and RimWare files. I recommend 7-Zip, and this is what the home page of 7-Zip looks like. Right over here is the download the oldest version that they have for you to be able to download which is 9.20. Version, the 32-bit for 32-bit or 64-bit. I use the 7-Zip 9.25 alpha version, which works extremely well. As you can tell, the 7-Zip 9.28 version just came out, and I ain't bothered with it. Okay, as of August 4th, 2012, this is what the pages on the EMU Paradise look like, as well as the home page of 7-Zip looks like. This is what the home page of EMU Paradise looks like. Okay, this is where I get my normal ROMs, and actually ROMs. I ain't actually bothered to deal with ISOs yet on here. Okay, I'm gonna start off doing a walkthrough on how to get your emulators. Go up here to the top left-hand corner and click on Popular Emulators. Once you do that, it'll take you to a page like this, emulators at emuparadise.org. Choose the system you would like to emulate on. It'll have these emulators in alphabetical order, starting with abandonware and ending with ZX Spectrum tapes. For those that have a hard time looking for BIOS files for Sony PlayStation emulator, EMU Paradise does have emulators that have BIOS files in them for the Sony PlayStation 2. Super Nintendo Entertainment System SNES, we're going to use an example for the emulator, that is. Okay, and once you click on it, it'll take you to a page like this. Choose a platform you would like to emulate on. Android, Linux, Mac OS X, Nintendo DS, Nokia, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PSP, Source, and Windows. I have a video made for an emulator on Android phones, because I can't get the emulator they have on here for the Android phone to work right. I also have a video showing how to play hack games on your emulator too. Anyways, the way I show how to put ROMs on your Android phone is a completely different method than what they have, or what you can do using going to the website on your phone and downloading the emulator. Otherwise, I'll put the link to that over here to the right. We're going to use Windows as an example. I also have a video showing how to play hack games on your Windows computer. And SNES emulator SNES 9X emulator version 1.52 works real well with hack games too. Once you've done a process right to start with to be able to even load hack games. Okay, once you click on Windows, it'll bring you to a page like this. Super Nintendo Entertainment System SNES emulators for Windows. We're going to use SNES 9X version 1.52 as an example. SNES version 1.53, from what I've read, has a bunch of problems with it. So we'll use SNES version 1.5 and 9X version 1.52 as an example. When you click on it, it'll take you to a page like this. SNES 9X version 1.52. Super Nintendo Entertainment System SNES emulator for Windows. You'll need to scroll down to where it says Download SNES 9X version 1.52 and click on it. It'll bring up a window like this. My web browser is Safari web browser, so as far as my web browser, it's going to be a bit different, and my download window will be a bit different. And after it gets through, it'll bring up a window like this. Open, save, or cancel. You'll need to open the file, and after you get through downloading, if you're using 7-zip software to open up WinZip one of our files, that window will look like this. You need to extract all 6 files to your desktop to start out with for easy convenience. And this is what the SNES 9X emulator version 1.52 looks like, a Super Nintendo controller. I made a shortcut so I could actually put the version right there, because if you try doing that with your main application, it may cause it not to work right. Okay, now we're going to do a walkthrough of ROMs, ISOs, and games. I'm going to do a walkthrough how to get your ROMs. ISOs, I think, is quite similar too. Once you click on ROMs, ISOs, and games, it'll take you to a page like this. ROMs, ISOs, and games at EMU Paradise. When you make that, it'll say ROMs, ISOs, and games sections listing. And there'll be a few different categories. Consoles category, arcade systems category, handhelds and cell phones category, computers category, and others category. Category we're going to use for example is consoles category. We're going to use Super Nintendo ROMs as an example underneath the consoles category. It'll bring you to a page like this. Download Super Nintendo Entertainment System SNES ROMs. Underneath that it'll say step 1, choose a letter. And there'll be a list of letters and then a number symbol. Also underneath that, it'll have a list all titles sort by user rating, list all titles sort by downloads. Underneath that, it'll have like your top 6, top 10 downloads. But we're going to choose a letter because there's something I want to show you. As you'll see, it'll say, once you click on the letter, it'll show download Super Nintendo Entertainment System SNES emulators. Step 1, choose a letter. Step 2, choose a game. Listing games beginning with D. I'm going to use Donkey Kong Country as an example, so we're going to scroll down to it. And as you see, there's a few different Donkey Kong ROMs with different things beside it. We're going to use Donkey Kong Country USA ROM. Those other ones are just basically in different languages, and the red version, which is basically the English version. The Donkey Kong Country USA ROM that we clicked on, or I clicked on as an example, will bring you to a page like this. Donkey Kong Country USA ROM, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, SNES ROMs, which your ROMs are basically, any other different ROM will basically be the same page. Anyways, you're going to need to go down to where it says direct download links. I don't advise using fast download links, because usually the links they require you to create an account, and of course everybody knows creating accounts are a pain in the ass to do, because you have to deal with creating a username and password that's not taken. Anyways, right underneath direct download links, you'll see the name of your ROM and how much memory it takes up. So we're going to click on the ROM. Sometimes it'll have other files there too, like a PDF file, which is going to be your manual for the ROM. That basically the exact same manual that came with the ROM whenever it was released back in the day. Oh, what good old days they were. Next, when you click on that, it'll take you to a page like this: Donkey Kong Country, or the name of your ROM, and then download links. Your first few times through here, you'll have like a box pop up somewhere along in here. Now I want you to type in what you see in the box to verify you're not a virus, and then once you do that, in the same box you'll need to click on verify and download. Once you do that, it'll take you to the same page but without the box, and you'll need to go back down to direct download and go to the name of your ROM, click on it, and then just repeat the same steps you did earlier. Open, save, cancel file. You want to open the file again, and then it'll bring up a window like this. It'll be this exact same window if you're using 7-zip software to open up WinZip one of our files. Extract the file, and you'll need to go to your emulator every time. Go to your emulator, file, load game if you're using the SNES 9X version. Load game, and then go to that file there that you just downloaded, or similar files like that, the SFC file, to play your game. Also, I'll put a link to the right side to take you to a video to show you how to play hack games on your Windows.